What's going on, everybody? It's Casey, and welcome back to Where Christ Met Me. Now, before I play y'all this next video, I'm gonna fill in a little bit of the details that are not explained in the video. So the last one y'all saw was when I came out as a lesbian, and at the time, I think I was 16, I think I said, or 17, something like that. It had been 4 years since that video was shot. So from the last video and this video, 4 years had gone by. So I was 19 years old. It was June again, 2019, and I was getting ready to transition. So now, in between that period of time, what happened was I was living my life as a lesbian, and I turned 18 and I moved out of my parents' house, right? And from there, I started to look into ways of how to get started with transitioning because maybe 6 months after I came out as a lesbian, I already knew that one day that I wanted to transition as a man, but I knew that my parents wouldn't allow me to do it in their household, so I kept it a secret. I didn't tell anybody. And then when I moved out of my parents' house, I started looking up how to take those next steps. I was on vacation at the time in Florida, and I was talking to a good friend of mine out there about how I wanted to transition, and she was encouraging me to go for it. So while I was on vacation, I Googled transgender therapist near me, but I had my zip code for, where I live. And I started emailing every therapist that was available. As they all started to respond to me, I decided to single out which one I thought would be best fit for my experience. And I went to go see her. And she basically informed me that in my home state that I live in, it's not required to have a letter of recommendation from a therapist in order to get started on hormone therapy. Most states in the US require that, but my home state did not. So she directed me toward Planned Parenthood. I sent them an email. Someone called me. I scheduled an appointment. And then from there, I went to my doctor's appointment. I spoke with a trans woman. She basically told me how everything would get started. Now, because she was biologically a man transitioning to a woman, she couldn't really explain to me what my changes would be because I was a biological woman transitioning to a man. So our experiences were similar but different. So she just basically told me what to expect, like injections and everything. She told me well, I'm going to explain it in the video. But yeah, that is where this video is going to be picking up at. I'm going to let you guys go ahead and, watch it. And afterwards, I'll come back and I'll maybe try to reiterate some things if needed. Thank you guys for watching and enjoy the video.
All right, you guys, my name is Casey. Basically, I am transitioning. I just had my first doctor's appointment today, and I want to talk about that a little bit. So I went in and I talked to my doctor. Her name is Melissa, and she is a trans woman, so that was great. I talked to her about, she just asked me questions about my mental health. Yeah, I talked to her about that. We had a little private screening. And then my mom came in. My mom asked her questions about how it would affect my body. But I'm going to show you guys how I look preteen. So, yes, I do have a little bit of facial hair right now. Getting a little bit of mustache too, if you can see that. But I've always had a hairy face since I was a kid, and I've shaved it for years and years and years, and I guess that's why it's caused it to come in a little bit thicker. As far as leg hair, I've always had a lot of leg hair. I've always been a really hairy person, and that's how I sound pre-T. Hairline is not receded at all, but we'll see how that looks once I am on T a couple months. And today is June 6th. My next appointment is on June 19th. And I put in my blood work today, so once I go back on the 19th, I'll get some info on that, and just going to check me out, see if everything's good. and I plan on doing shots because 95% of guys do shots. They say it's the most effective, and I feel like it'd be a lot easier for me personally because I've never been the kind of guy that's afraid of shots. You know, I've always been good with those, so it's not going to be a big problem to me. And yeah, I'm excited to take you guys on this journey. As far as my name, right now my name is still Casey. I feel like I want to keep that. But there's a couple things in the air going on right now. But I feel like I want my parents to be a big part of that name because they're the ones that named me in the first place. So, you know, I feel like I'd rather let my parents decide that. So, yeah, I'll be back after my first shot, hopefully. I might be able to film a couple things in there, so be looking out for that. And thank you guys for watching this video. If you're looking forward to seeing me transition throughout my process, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'll be making videos every single month, updating my transition, and maybe a little bit in between, who knows. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, so emphasis on the whole facial hair thing. I feel like I need to elaborate on that. Because if you haven't seen my other videos, I have had PCOS from a very young age. So I had the hair here, and like I had the mustache that I shaved. I do shave my face now. However, it is like fighting weeds with this thing. Eventually I'm going to get it lasered, but that is a process that's still coming together. So yeah, I always had the facial hair thing. So now you guys can see why I was picked on so much as a little girl, why I got teased really bad by kids, especially little boys, and all throughout school, high school included. You know, my mom never let me shave it, so I just had to you know, take it to the chin. I had to deal with it. But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning into these videos. There are gonna be a couple of cuts that are awkward here and there just because there's some things that I was speaking about that weren't relevant to my specific transition. I think that I'm gonna start uploading these videos every weekend. You know, that's when I have the most time away from work, so I can just sit down, film, and edit for you guys. So again, thank y'all for tuning in to my Where Christ Met Me series. If you're looking forward to volume 3, go ahead and smash the like button. Subscribe to get reminders for when I upload these videos. And, you know, I can't wait to take y'all on this journey with me. Thank you again. Have a good day, everyone.